South, we dirty. Can y'all really feel me? I got baby girl. East Coast feel me. West Coast feel me. Can y'all really feel me? Feel it. East Coast feel me. Say what? West Coast feel me. Dirty South, dirty. Can y'all really feel me?
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. A lot of you guys have been asking about how I film and edit, the tools I use to film and edit, what editing even looks like for a small YouTuber, etc, etc, etc. Today's video is going to be all about iMovie. Small disclaimer before we start. Everyone's editing style is going to be different, so keep that in mind when deciding an editing style or how you'd like your videos to look. iMovie is what I've been using for years. It's what's worked for me. Honestly, it's free, so I'm there. It comes with any type of MacBook or laptop computer that is by Apple. It's a free software where you can basically edit movie clips, trailers, all of the above. I love it because it's free, but also it's easy to use. Real quick, I did want to offer up 2 alternatives in case iMovie is not your forte. So VN is another photo editing app, and I know you can get that from the App Store. It's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty much very similar to iMovie in terms of structure. And then the other one, which is pretty popular, I'm sure you've heard about it, is called Final Cut Pro. And I would say that I looked into it. I'll save you the research. That costs $300 for a one-time purchase. You download it to your computer, all is good. But it is a more, in my opinion, it's for people who are a little bit more serious about making videos. In my opinion, it's for people who make like things like short films and like really cinematic, like you really care about those little trinkets and details. I did want to say that my videos are pretty simple. I do a lot of hair videos and vlogs, so I don't need a whole lot in terms of editing. I just need to be able to really cut and, you know, like sprinkle my little magic in. And yeah. We are gonna be going in categories. I felt like that was the easiest way to do this because it's a lot of information to put out there, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So if I forget anything, please feel free to ask me questions down below in the comment section and I will answer back whatever I forget to put in this video. I'm gonna screen record in a second so you guys can see just kind of the process. I figure it'll be easiest to walk you guys through just how I edit a video start to finish. We're live. So this is my screen. This is my iMovie app that I use. We're gonna go ahead and open up this. I already have a video that's pretty much done, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys what the deal is. So this is actually a vlog that I have, and it should be out by the time this video goes out, but we're basically gonna go through and finish editing / just review this vlog before I have to post it. Okay, so first and foremost, we will talk about the audio. Okay, so I have an audio library. Pro tip, I don't know why I say pro tip, by the way. I'm not saying I'm a pro, I just like saying pro tip. But a good tip is that copyright-free music exists. A lot of times you can just go and search it up. That's usually what I do, is I'll go on YouTube and search up non-copyright music for your YouTube videos, and then I'll kind of scroll through to see which songs I like. I do use a video converter for YouTube. It's called Only MP3. So I use Only MP3. So I'll go into YouTube, I'll search up non-copyright music. But yeah, if you search in keywords like aesthetic and lo-fi beats, but you have to make sure to put non-copyright, copyright-free. Those words, you want to look for it in the title. But basically I'll scroll through, find a song that I like, something that sounds good. So once I listen to the song and I'm like, oh, I like this, I will just copy it. And then I will go to my converter, paste it, click convert, and it usually takes a second, but after that, you can download the link. So I'll click download and it will go up there, and then that will download straight to my it goes straight to my music on whatever this is. Is this Apple Music? It downloads straight to there, and that is also connected to iMovie. So that is pretty much how I find my non-copyrighted music. I do want to say that sometimes a song can be uncopyrighted 1 second and the next it's copyrighted. It's the craziest thing. So I definitely would go into the comments section and just double check and make sure. Sometimes that happens, like someone can claim a song later. It sucks, but just keep that in mind. That's basically what I do in terms of music. We can go ahead and come back here. So that's all of my music is non-copyrighted. Some of these bigger files, like 46 minutes, means that that's 46 minutes of non-copyrighted, like chill music. And I love things like that because that means I can just put it on my whole video. I don't have to worry about going and finding different songs. I have a whole catalog of songs, but sometimes they don't all flow together. So first, I guess we'll talk about layering. That's pretty much, I feel like that's the biggest thing with iMovie. Splitting the clips is pretty easy. I'll show you guys. So I just pretty much like, I'll take a clip. This is downloaded straight from my camera. I'll hold it there. So this clip, it's like I'll go through, I'll cut it, I'll edit, I'll see what I like, what I don't like. I'm trying to get better about that. I'm a really choppy editor. Like it'll be like, like every other sentence is chopped up. That's because I stutter. That is because sometimes I'll just not make sense. I'll be like, girl, what did you say? I don't know if that was English. And then also sometimes, like, I don't know, I'll just be doing something weird, like adjusting a bra strap, someone will walk in on me. Like, it's just so many different things that can happen. So I'll go through, and my first order of business is always to go through and clip. Clipping is pretty easy. I just click wherever I want to split it. I'll click split clip, and boom. I've now divided that into 2 separate clips, and what that does is basically means I could delete that if I wanted to. Because I'll just use this little finder on the side, and basically this little lets us kind of minimize and expand all of our clips. So I always try to expand it, not all the way, but maybe like halfway. That way I can see a little bit better and go through and clip the scenes that I want, the scenes that I don't want. I do what I call a rough cut or a soft edit, and then I'll have something called a hard edit later where I'll go in and really like cut. So the soft edit is basically me going through and clipping and cutting all the footage, taking out all of the pauses, any times I sneezed, coughed, said something weird, out of pocket, anything like that. And then what I usually do, I actually have a folder on my laptop for YouTube, and in this folder I keep everything. So I keep any type of, like, anytime I want to do a transition screen that's not on me, like maybe I want to do just a completely pink page with text on it. Just come in here, and I try to have a lot of different colors. I got all of these from Google, but I'll pick that background, I'll add it, and then boom, there it is. So once we click on it, then we can go in and make sure that it's fit and make sure that it's cropped. So it's gonna show everything fine. And then we can go in and add a title. Boom. Hey. And then of course the titles, we have the normal. I feel like these gadgets are pretty much the same as like any Word doc or anything like that. Of course there is fonts. We have a lot of fonts. Another tip is you can go down to show fonts, and then you can pick from even more fonts. I've downloaded a lot from just going on Google and downloading different fonts. So if you want to use some that aren't in iMovie, you can definitely do that. Also, what I have in this folder are green screens. So green screens are everything. They have changed the way I edit, the way I film, all of that. I like green screens because, I don't know, I feel like it just kind of adds to the creativity of YouTube videos. You definitely don't have to do it, and please take all of this with a grain of salt. Like, you don't have to be extra and do all of this to have a YouTube channel. I've seen people who don't edit at all and will put out 20-minute videos unedited, and they still get plenty of views. They do fine, they're great quality, so things work different for different people. I have all of these green screens, and basically for these, how I got them is I searched on YouTube green screens for edits, and then I screen recorded them and then downloaded them to my computer, and then I put all of them in this file. And so whenever I want to add a little something, I will just drag it from that folder and put it right into iMovie. So I'll go ahead and delete this and show you what it looks like before. Me in the snow, my nails, Barkley Boo, and then me working. And then it's as simple as really just dragging it over and putting it right on top. When you first drag it over, it's going to not show up, but you have to make sure to go up in this corner here, and that's where you can kind of select how you want this stacking to work. So you can do cutaway, which cutaway is exactly that. This is what the green screen looks like before I do anything. And cutaway means that whatever I put on top of that original video is going to cut away to that. Pretty simple. Next is green blue screen, which it says what it is. It's green blue screen. So you turn that on and automatically that green part turns clear and it's a green screen. So basically the black part stays and you have an aesthetic looking film that can go right over your original film. I try not to go crazy with this just because it's really easy to go really crazy and have a whole bunch of edits. I'm trying to find a balance for that. So I'm still working on that. But yeah, I just pick which one I think goes along with it and then I'll layer it on top. I also have this, which again I got from YouTube, and I like to start all of my vlogs off with this. I actually have an intro song, but I don't like to do that on my vlogs. I just like to do that on my main videos. I don't know why, but I like for all of my vlogs to start off like a TV show, or I want it to feel like you're like watching, I don't know. I also want to look back on them and just like, I don't know, it's partially romanticizing my life a little bit. I will say I feel like I use a lot of these tools more on my vlog videos versus my like hair videos, because I feel like not as much editing is needed for those videos. Those ones I'm kind of providing, I would say, like a service. So I'm like telling people about this wig, I'm reviewing it for them, I'm showing my wash day routine. Again, this is just how I operate, but I just feel like with those videos, it's better to have it dwindled down and not as many edits, so you can see whatever product it is or whatever you're trying to teach, convey, sell, blah, 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 whatever, and just kind of have it be clear cut. Whereas vlogs, I feel like I have a little bit more freedom and I can kind of make it look more aesthetic, but I'm still working on it all. We'll see. After I do that part, I usually will go in and I like all of my vlogs to start off with like kind of like a commercial, or not a commercial, a trailer of what's about to happen. Like doing that, I've seen a lot of people edit in this style and I find it really cute. So I'll go through and clip out my favorite parts and then I'll kind of just put them all at the beginning. So these are all clips from throughout my vlog, different moments, different days, but I've clipped them all together so everyone can see, you know, what's about to be in this vlog, what's about to come, what you're about to see. And then I transition, I'll put a title screen letting people know what this video is about, and then we'll go ahead and transition into the beginning of the video. And again, with stacking like this, it goes both ways. So you can stack green screen on top of your video to kind of give it an aesthetic look, but you can also stack videos on top of videos, and then you can stack videos on top of blocks of color. So first of all, we'll drag it to make it longer. That's 8.1 minutes. So that'll go perfectly on top of there. So once you drag it on top, there it is, boom, it's on top. So as you can see, you can't see the brown yet. That's because you do have to go in, you have to click on it and then go up to this little, it's like a block, a square on top of a square, 2 squares. And then that's when we have our options of cutaway, greenway, split screen. So we'll try them all. So this is cutaway, it cuts away, you don't see any brown, you only see what's on the top layer. This is green blue screen, which is like really weird when it's this. As you can see, it turns everything brown. This is split screen. So now we can see half the screen is purple, half the screen is brown, and then half the screen is me and what I'm talking about. And with that we can, and then we can actually change that. So we can have that on the right side, left side, top, bottom, which again, when you get creative, a lot of this stuff can be really cute. So I would definitely suggest to get acquainted with iMovie and just kind of play around with it because it has so many features. And the last one is picture in picture. This is another favorite of mine. I love doing picture in picture. It's exactly as it's described. You basically can put the picture in the picture. So whatever's on top is going to be what's going to be on top. So it's on top of the brown and it shows face front. Our options, we can make it really small. I love doing that. It's like a TV. That. Let me see how small it can go actually. Look how small this can go. Isn't that wild? Imagine if I uploaded a video just like this. Sometimes I'll do it even bigger to where it's just a small little border on the outside. And keep in mind the video can have borders too. We can do a big black border, a white. So it's a lot of options in iMovie. I think a lot of this stuff isn't advertised. It's literally like you have to work with it and kind of figure out and fidget with it and toggle with it and mess with it to see what works best for you. anyone too excited. This is one of the maybe downsides of iMovie, is that they don't update their fonts. They don't really update their transitions. It's kind of all the same standard. We have one that's at the bottom. This one's pretty cool because it's like colors, like red and blue together. We have some that are down in the corner, and they each kind of do different things. They each have different transitions themselves. Ripple, they have a lot of options. So I like the transitions. I just want to show you guys kind of what it looks like. So like this is Ripple. And as you can see, it's not too significant. It depends which ones you're using. This is the slide one. This is the mosaic one. Let's try the wipe up. Cute. So we have a bunch of different transitions, and I truly think transitions do make a great video. I think especially when, even if you're not transitioning from like day to night or anything crazy like that, it can be as simple as transitioning from one subject to the next. The way I operate and try to organize my videos, especially when I'm doing like a tell-all video or like a structured video, I like to break it down into parts. So let's talk about Ken Burns. Let's talk about him. Ken Burns is basically what I use to, how do I explain this? Whenever you need a moment where you want it to like zoom in on your face, you know, like all of a sudden you say something witty and then you do that close up. So that's what Ken Burns is, and you just have to click on it and it'll say start and end. So start is obviously where the video is going to start, and end is where you want it to end. So let's say I want to do a close-up on my nails here. I would start it, the full screen, and then end it right where the tip of my nails are. I want to make sure everything fits within, and then boom. Okay, so let's test out Ken Burns here. So I'm going to press Ken Burns. We're gonna start with the full screen, and I wanna end, let's say, on a rose in the background somewhere. Click that, and then play. Another tip or something I wanted to include was thumbnails. So I've gotten really serious about thumbnails lately. Don't mess with me. Thumbnails are the bread of the YouTube meal. We can't have the meal without it. I'm trying to get a lot more serious about thumbnails. Thumbnails are ever evolving, changing, but they definitely do account for a big part of your YouTube video and getting people to click on it, getting people to subscribe, getting people to see your content in general. I used to stress about thumbnails. I think because of the system I had, I used to edit first and then go in and get a thumbnail after. I hate doing that now. I'm so drained by the time I finish editing a video. I'm like, okay, I'll just clip this and do a thumbnail. Let me just put this in here, do a little title and post it. And I get lazy at that point, and I feel like those are the thumbnails that don't do as well. So I started doing and getting my thumbnails at the beginning. I'll go through after I've, done my little soft edit, and I'll go through and clip a bunch of still shots that I like or that I'm thinking about. After I get all of those down, I go ahead and make the thumbnail. This really gets me excited about making the video. It also just gives me kind of a touch point base. I kind of can be like, this is the structure. Here's what this video is about. Is what I am saying in the video lining up with what the video is about? Yeah, I just wanted to do a little skim through of the vlog so you can kind of see how clipped together it is. I feel like when you see a video posted, you really don't get to look at like the editing process and how it got to that point. But I start off, as you can see, I've got my little insert here, and then it starts into the soft open for the vlog where I'm just going over all this stuff. And then there's my title. I kind of wanted to do a still shot. It was snowing that week, so I was really excited. And I got this really pretty shot from my room with my candle and then the snow outside and the trees. And then I put a title right over that, which is Weeks in My Life, aka Random Moments I Filmed. Normally I start off vlogs talking, but this one, it actually is mostly music, which I'm really getting into too. It's just like storytelling without having to yap all day. I feel like most of my videos are me talking a lot, so with my vlogs, I do feel kind of that creative integrity or whatever. I feel like I have a little bit more freedom in what I can do. This part of the vlog, as you can see, I wanted it to have kind of like an old grainy film edit. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. I'm probably gonna clip through this. I look so crazy. It's like first thing in the morning. So last thing I wanted to touch on was something that made my life, again, a lot easier, editing on iMovie. I hated having to make a intro and an outro every time. It kind of seemed redundant and there was no point. So I actually made my own outro. I have all of my old outros, intros, thumbnails, all of that goes in here, or I have another. I try to keep up with everything, and I actually do have a template that I use for outros, and I made this again using iMovie. I made it just like a regular movie and literally took a screen recording from my phone. I brought it and uploaded it to my computer, and then I put it right on top of this, and then I recorded that and downloaded it as a video. It's an 18-second video, so this is the original picture. When it first comes in, it does that kin burns automatically. We're just gonna click fit, so it's not moving anymore. Now that I have my picture, I wanna go in and I'm just gonna take the screen recording. I already have it from my iPhone. Basically, I just take that, I grab it, and I put it right on top. Boom. I can even stretch this out if I want them to be exactly the same. This is where we kind of utilize this tool and drag it out so we can see exactly how long it needs to be. Now that it's on top, it just automatically does the cut to. And when it's a smaller video like this is what it looks like. Cutaway is not necessarily gonna be full screen every time. It depends on what you shot it on. So I'm just gonna do picture in picture for this one. And now we can move it around freely. And I'm just going to bring it up. I kind of want to crop it so that there's no, I don't want you guys to see the screen recording. I created this outro screen using Kinggmaddie. Super easy, just mess around, see what you like, see what aesthetically you want your page to look like. Hey guys, so yeah, I forgot this one part and I really wanted to show it, so I'm including it in now, but typing tricks for iMovie. So if you've ever wanted to create kind of that typing effect where like a title screen types out and is animated, I'm going to show you how. So I am basically screen recording and tricking iMovie, and I type it out just like I want it, and I'm screen recording the full time. So my screen recording captures me typing out the words that I want, and now I have a video of those words being typed out, and that way I can take that video after the screen recording is finished and put it right back into iMovie, making the effect that looks like I have a full screen that is typing out as I am going. Voila, magic. But I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know if you liked it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button down below. Let's be YouTube friends forever. Go and check out the rest of my videos in my small YouTuber series, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.